I don't believe in ever opening up your heart fully to a woman. Every person got emotions, but men are not supposed to move based off of their emotions.
Loving a wife and
What's the
reverencing
difference?
her is two different things. Now, hear
Listen,
me out
listen.
before you say all that. Is
I could break down the scriptures a lot more effectively, right? But
Oh,
what I don't
What you
I
mean?
never understood why people said that. What do y'all see
Nah, I
me
mean,
never have?
it's just like you said. You quote the Bible all the time, you know.
One of the reasons why a lot of times y'all women don't respect y'all is because you give away your power and you
I
tell
agree
her
with
that
that.
y'all on the same level. I think that women by default don't want to be on your same level. It's not in her to want to be on the same level as you. That's why women want to be submissive. If y'all on the same level, then what the fuck she submitting to?
Man, what context you coming in? Cause you like to
No,
switch it up,
no,
bro.
no,
That's
no,
what you like to
no.
do, bro.
That
You like to
Now
switch it
y'all
up.
switching up on me.
Not
telling
capping right now, big
Yeah,
time.
he
Who?
trying to. Yeah,
yeah,
come
but
on,
wait,
He's
man.
capping
but it's
big
a
time.
strategy.
I'm capping.
But it's a
Yeah,
strategy.
because
Okay,
you
hold
opened
on,
up your
Poe.
heart.
Poe,
Hold on,
go
let me
ahead.
tell you
Call me
that. Let
out.
me say.
Hold me
Let me
accountable,
let me
Poe.
let me explain. Let
Go
me
ahead.
explain why I say that.
I
Oh,
don't believe in opening up your heart
Oh
um,
shit.
to any
oh,
woman
man,
at
that's
all.
sad, man. Damn.
No, it's not.
Mm. You got kids?
Yeah, I got a daughter.
Okay.
And he married.
Oh, you married?
Damn,
You don't
Q.
seem like a married type of
Like
guy.
it's a surprise.
It seemed
Absolutely.
like he laid a hammer down in his house. He
Oh
seemed like
man.
that type of
Oh.
Whoa.
I don't believe in ever opening up your heart fully to a woman ever. I think
Be smart too. That could be.
that's something that you got to reserve for yourself. I don't think you should ever give anybody that level of control over you. Because even if a woman, in my opinion, says that it's safe or any of that type of stuff, I think that at some point, most men, not all, but I think that at some point, most men live to regret that.
Yep. Or use
That's
it
You never
against you.
give anybody that much power over you.
That's true. I agree with that. I agree
They
with that.
will weaponize that.
I definitely think as a man, you definitely need to have some form of control on as to how much you actually tell your girl. Let her in emotions. I think it's good to show some for sure. It's gonna be different for every guy, of course. But my wife ain't gonna never know my deepest and inner darkest thoughts. There's certain things that I just gotta go to the grave with, and it is what it is.
what exactly is opening up your heart in a man's eyes?
So, for example, I don't feel like I have to tell you everything. I don't feel like I have to share with you every single thought. I don't feel like I have to figure out, you know what I'm saying, every single secret or anything like that. I think it's, as a man, it's wise to move on a need to know basis. I think that you give her what she needs at that moment, but I don't think that you need to necessarily share everything because no matter how strong women think that they are,
You can't handle the truth.
um, they're not ready for everything.
No.
So you give them what they need at the time, and then you know keep it moving.
What do you mean they're not ready
I
for
think
everything?
I
Women are an emotional roller coaster as well. I mean, if you really think about it, the things that you have to do to probably keep your family in order and structured accordingly, women don't want to hear that stuff every day. They don't want to have to deal with that pressure every day. So I'm not going to release that to my woman. You just going to know that things is going good, the things that you need to know, the things that you might ask questions about that's safe for you. You can know, but all the things behind the scenes, the nitty gritty, you don't even need to know all that because your mind probably can't handle it.
think that what you just explained, it falls more in line with opening up your mind to a woman, not your heart. That's why I asked, like, what is opening up your heart to a woman? Because that's dealing directly with love, but love doesn't always directly deal with your mind.
Women don't even know what love is. Love is it's an action. It's not a
Yeah.
feeling, right? So, like,
Right.
I'll give you an example. Do you know why guys are so much more hurt when a woman cheats on them versus when if a guy was to cheat on a woman?
Yeah, why? Why? I want to know that because they
Love
commit
for real.
suicide quick. Men.
Because
Yeah.
they gave everything to her.
Hmm.
So they're unable to objectively make a decision. They making a decision out of character. Men are not supposed. Every person got emotions, but men are not supposed to move based off of their emotions. But when they give everything to her, you give her all of the power.
Yeah.
So then when she cheats on you, or if something happens that you would never expect for her to ever do,
You might kill her.
You're
Yeah.
brokenhearted. Everything in you is shattered. Right?
So
And you can't think logically anymore because you've basically given everything to her. She now has the power.
That's why online men are explaining that guys are the actual true romantics out there. It's not women. Women aren't the real romantics. It's guys. We love very, very hard. And like Anton was saying, if we open and release too much to a woman, it's over. They really love for real because we love y'all for the stupidest reasons a lot of the time. Y'all usually love for more things that can benefit y'all. We might love you because you got one breast bigger than the other one. Damn, that one toe, boy, it's curved a little different. We love y'all just for y'all just being a woman. But us, it's a whole lot different.
Right? She got the power. She got the power to break you. She got the power to take you to court. She got the power to then take your kid. She got the power to, you fully entrusted yourself to another human being that you were supposed to be over.
So why don't they do that for us? Why don't the women do that?
No. Think about it for a minute. You're over them.
Mm-hmm.
You're their covering.
Yep.
But you gave them ultimate power over you.
Woo.
How? Even if you were in an organization, right? And let's say, for example, you're the CEO or this and that and so on and so forth. Do you know that no matter what position that you're in the organization, that they give you what you need? They don't give you the keys to everything. If you're a software engineer, they give you certain permissions. If you're a security, if you're a part of cybersecurity, they give you certain permissions, right? If you're just a phone person, if you're just a call center agent, you get certain permissions. They literally go into the software and they give you certain permissions depending on what your role is. I don't care if it goes all the way up to the CFO, so on and so forth. You only get certain permissions. It's a need to have basis.
But hold on, Anton. A large majority of guys will never learn and acquire that superpower. That's a woman's superpower because they have control over men with their femininity, their sexuality. They can control guys. But most guys will never get to that place to where they can say, I don't really need you like that. I don't want you like that, to be able to pull away. That's why as a guy, if you wanna have more control of your reality, that's something that you're gonna have to learn. But I think it's set up like that for design. Women gotta have some form of a defense for them being a weaker vessel. So it's gonna be their sexuality to where they can still hop into the mind of a guy and still goddamn shake and make things move for themselves. That's their superpower. We have ours if we put in the work, and they have theirs as well. But yeah, most guys will never be able to get over the reality of a woman being able to really turn their hearts into something that might hurt them.
So
why would you give 100% control over to somebody for no fucking reason other than to feel good about the situation?
So that's why, Anton, okay, I hear what you're saying, but again, that's not directly connected to your heart. That's a man's mind. Men think that they're opening up their heart and they're giving a woman over his mind, because as women, we have this type of influence over men, and men will give over the wrong parts. Just like in the scripture, it says that the men are supposed to love their wives and the women are supposed to reverence their husband. Reverencing and loving is two different things, just like loving a wife and reverencing her is two different things. Now, hear me out before you say all that. Just let me,
because you going, all right, so I could break down the scriptures a lot more effectively, right? But what I'm trying to do is keep it a little bit more objective, because everybody may not necessarily believe the way that I believe.
For sure.
Right.
So in a general sense, right, it's all encompassing.
Okay.
It's all encompassing. You the mother of my child.
Okay.
The fuck you mean you giving away my pussy?
I'll beat you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a real thing.
Right, but that's why I was trying to go into what I'm saying. What I'm saying is women are supposed to respect men. We're supposed to respect your mind above anything else. Like, we're supposed to respect how you think, how you operate. what may be going on in your mind, your pride, which lies also in your mind, your ego, all of that is in your mind. Your heart.
Hold on, Carmia, that sounds amazing, but in 2025, women aren't being raised to view men like that. They're viewing them like wallets. They're viewing them like cattle to be slaughtered. Women don't take guys serious, you know, and it takes family, a village, for women to actually understand the role that a guy plays in a woman's life. But in today, we feel like everything is so equal. We don't need men. I can do the exact same thing as you. But we don't even understand how societies were started, how things were created. So that whole, you know, viewing men a certain way, that's only if you in the right family structure, possibly religion. You know, if you need a book to tell you that, then that's cool too. But at the same time, people not viewing biology and thinking logically, and they're not going off their own day-to-day scenarios on what a man does in reality. So nobody really cares at that point, or at least the female perspective.
Is something a bit different. It's still linked to it, to where, like, you know, if you're not too careful, you can let them into your mind to where they can have complete control over you. Just like Jezebel had complete control over her husband. But what I'm saying is there's literally a thin line between allowing a woman to have control over your mind or you letting her into your heart. The heart is the safer space for a woman than it is for your mind. That's why it's easier for men
than it really is.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
When guys open up themselves to a woman and they entrust her with things that they normally wouldn't entrust anybody with, then you make yourself vulnerable. You weaken yourself for no reason at all.
But why don't they do?
Before Coab say anything, the heart and the mind are not separate. No, I'm sorry. It is separate. The heart pumps blood through your body. That's what it's for. It's for pumping blood to organs and circulating blood. Your mind is what controls your actions, your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, the things that you do. It comes from your mind, which is your spirit inside the vessel of the body. Your actions that you move with from your heart comes from your mind, your characteristics, your moral compass, you know. So, but sometimes we take things that are meant to be figuratively and we try and make them literal, and it's not the same.
That in return, right? I know what you're saying, and that's true, because I do that too. I give my all, like, you know what I'm saying, and so I'll be devastated if my wife ever, you know what I'm saying. I don't want her to marry. If I died, I want her to be miserable. You know what I'm saying? That's how much I love her. but I don't want her to be with nobody else. Or I want you to be happy. No, I want you to be suffering like you in hell
Oh, wow.
for the rest of your days.
That's crazy.
I'm telling that shit. I'm telling you.
No, I want you to be happy. I just don't. I want you to be happy by your. I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy by yourself, though.
There you go. I knew you'd agree.
Yeah, I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy by yourself.
Yes.
Especially if you lived a long life with somebody. I will say, I think this is incumbent upon what type of financial system that was created with the guy you were with. If y'all are really straight, well off, you got kids, the whole nine, successful, you probably don't need to remarry. But if you don't really have much, you probably might have to remarry, just being honest, because you're going to need a guy to finish out life with, possibly. If y'all were both working, y'all both trying to figure it out, not really have a lot of money, you probably going to need somebody else to help sustain that or pick up the slack.
I agree with that.
Right.
You got to remain. You gotta remain. You're right about that. You can't give them your all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't appreciate that anyway.
I mean, is that what we talking about? Giving them they all, or just opening up your heart? Like,
That's what I'm saying. There's a difference between what I'm talking about. That's not.
I get what you're saying. You shouldn't. I don't think you should give completely everything to nobody. You shouldn't trust nobody completely. But
I say this.
No. But they say, what would you do to open your heart, not give your heart completely? That's two different things to me. Like, that means giving your all. Like, you don't supposed to give your all to everybody. But I mean, I think you're supposed to open up your heart to your wife. If anybody, that's your other half.
No.
So
that's
why wouldn't you open up your heart to your wife? Not,
loving.
I mean, like I said, I'm not giving my all.
What do y'all
to everybody?
I never understood that, and maybe y'all.
What
can
you
explain
mean?
it to me. I'm open to learning. What is this other half shit?
What you mean?
That's a better half.
I don't
What you
I
mean?
never understood why people said that. What do y'all say?
I mean, it's just like you said. You quote the Bible all the time. You know, that's your other half.
What
One,
part of the Bible do it say anything about
That's
my
not
other half?
biblical.
No,
why it's
y'all are
not biblical?
one. Y'all
Yeah,
are
you
one.
become
What
one.
part
You
of that
become
do
Yeah,
it
one.
that's
say
not
that
a
that's my
half.
other half?
Yeah, you
Well,
become
you know
one.
what I mean.
You
You know
become
what I
one
mean.
flesh.
You
I
become
don't.
one
I'm
flesh.
trying to understand
Come
it. I
on,
never
Anton. You
understood the
become one
concept
with
of
your
it.
wife. You and her is
You,
one
I'm
person.
curious about that.
You're not
thank you.
saying you separate, but you know what I'm saying? You one and one.
I don't understand what y'all. Honest to God, I don't understand what y'all saying.
Well, I don't know.
Are you in
He,
love?
he's just trying to say that like the
I'm gonna just interject this real quick on this is like a overview of what the Bible says. The Bible teaches that a husband and a wife becomes one flesh through a deep spiritual, emotional, and physical union, signifying a profound commitment and unity within the marriage covenant as described in Genesis 2:24. The concept extends beyond physical intimacy, representing a merging of lives, purposes, and responsibilities, a reflection of Christ's relationship with the church. And let me preface two scriptures. Genesis 2:24. This foundational passage states, "Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh." This sets the standard for marriage as a divine union of two individuals becoming a unified whole. So they might have them right there. Matthew 19:5-6. Jesus affirms this concept, quoting Genesis and adding that, "What therefore God has joined together, let not man separate." Okay, so that means I guess through maybe probably divorce or whatnot. I think two things can be true at the same time.
woman is a part of you, you a part of the woman. When y'all
Yeah.
marry, y'all become one flesh, just
Yeah.
like Adam and Eve.
No,
That was
I'm
the
not a
whole
part
point.
of her. I'm her. I'm her.
Then that's how the
Covenant.
difference is going. That's how it's you're not having that
So y'all
understanding
didn't
because
become one flesh?
He calls it cover.
he's
That's
coming from a
her man. You know, her cover. You right? That's the way. That's a good way to put
I
it.
don't understand what y'all talking about, bro. Like honestly, I think that y'all have given away some of y'all masculinity, bro.
Please don't. I ain't got nothing left.
Damn.
I'm turning to a damn woman.
Damn.
I got my
I
nails.
genuinely think that y'all are willing to give away your power, bro.
Nah.
Y'all,
Hold on, I will say this. Anton follows the scriptures. So if he follows the scriptures, it does say that you do become one flesh if you go off the Bible's perspective. See, me on the other hand, I don't follow the Bible. So I can sit right here and say that I might not be becoming one flesh because I don't follow the scriptures. Now, whether that means that that doesn't mean that I don't have any spiritual guidelines that I follow. But when it comes down to the scriptures, you do become one flesh. So I'm curious to see how he explains that part.
y'all give away y'all
Nah.
edge, y'all give away y'all power.
I still
And
tell her she can't go to the store. I still
put yourself in
do
a
that.
position to be you put yourself in a position to suffer.
Yeah, but I still tell her not to go to the like. I don't go to the store. Like I still tell her stuff not to do. I still remain a man.
No,
still
see,
be like, nah, don't bring
you
a man.
talking about ego.
Man, you gonna put
I don't
yourself in a
tell her. I
position
don't tell
anyway.
my girl to
That
do
is
just
true.
because what to do, just to tell her what to do.
Right.
I give her
want her to do.
I give her direction. I give her guidance.
See, that's that
I'm not
con.
telling her what to do. I'm not telling her what to do just because I'm the man. I'm telling her what to do because, and I'm giving her guidance because this is what's best for her. I'm not just gonna boss you around for the sake of bossing you around. But what I will do is I'm gonna be your covering, and so I'm gonna give you guidance, and I'm gonna make sure that you're taken care of. It's two different mindsets. You know what I'm saying, for how it is that you approach it. And I think that a lot of guys, one of the reasons why a lot of times y'all women don't respect y'all is because you give away your power and you
I
tell her
agree
that
with
y'all on the same level. I think that women by default don't want to be on your same level. It's not in her to want to be on the same level as you. That's why women want to be submissive. If y'all on the same level, then what the fuck she submitting to?
Yep.
Damn, that's real right there. If you and your woman are equal and y'all just work and y'all do nothing wrong 50-50, but if everything is 50-50, emotions, financial, y'all having to care for each other the exact same way, you're submissive to her just like she's submissive to you. it's not gonna work out. Somebody got to be the leader. Somebody got to be the subordinates. But if y'all moving, constantly just piggybacking off of each other all the time, that's not gonna work out. Women definitely still want to look up, and they can say that they want somebody that's the same as them, but they don't.
If she your boss and you her boss and y'all on the same level and we're equal and we're partners and shit, then what the fuck she got to look up to? Who she gonna come to for guidance and direction if you have now submitted your power over to her?
What about the bills?
Ain't nobody say nothing about submitting power. You added all that, bro. Like
No, that's what y'all do when y'all
no. That's ain't what we do. That's what you interpret it as, but that ain't what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You just said something totally different.
They still
so you
can't
tell
talk
me
all
what it
kind of
means.
ways, right?
What you mean what it means?
You tell me, because just go. You tell me. You give me the insight.
Nah, what you talking about?
Y'all said before I answered that y'all open up your heart and y'all were in love and all
Oh,
of
we
this.
didn't sing.
Yeah, see,
Nah, that didn't happen.
No,
That
OG, I
didn't,
heard
that
you.
didn't happen
You
like
was,
that.
you was
it ain't
all
happen like that, man.
Not at all.
He add little shit, man. We
No,
got.
I heard all of
He
y'all.
had
I
a lot
listened.
right
I
there.
listened
Yeah, he
intently.
started singing that
We
shit.
basically was
And
saying like she said.
all of y'all was talking like y'all wife was right there looking at the camera like you.
Oh, well, she is upstairs. I thought she had an ear to the ground. Like,
Now, I will say this: all three of them at the bottom, Coab, the Pope, and dude with the black hat on, they all were definitely saying, loving the wife, letting her in, expressing things. Now, the dude with the black hat, he did explain that, there's certain things you're not gonna say, but all of them was pretty much on the same page.
to the floor.
Nah, I meant by opening your heart just by loving your wife, like you supposed
Yeah.
you supposed to love. That's why I
Do
interpret
you
it.
still get
Opening your
jealous?
heart.
Okay, do
Yeah,
you
I don't
still
love
love?
every
Hold on,
chick.
OG. Hold on, OG. Hold on, OG.
You
Let me
feel
hear
what
him
I'm
out.
saying? Like I said, that's how I interpret it. Just opening your heart as far as
Why
loving
do
your
I have
wife.
to open up my heart to love you?
Man, like I said, that's how I
Different.
interpreted it, bro.
I'm
Like
asking. Y'all
I,
saying it.
that's how I interpreted it. As opening your heart as far as loving your wife. That's what
It's
I
two
thought the
different
question
things.
I
meant.
can love you without necessarily letting you into every single crevice.
Yeah.
Like,
No, ain't nobody say we letting
True.
you into every single credit. I said
Yeah.
before that I'm not giving you 100% trust. I'm not. I just said all that.
okay, so
It
let
said,
me
why would it?
okay.
What would it take for men to open up their
Well,
hearts, not give their
let's go
all
back
to
to
their
square
woman?
one. Are y'all opening up y'all heart to y'all girl?
Man, what context you coming in? Cause you like to
No,
switch shit up, bro. That's what you like to do, bro.
Yeah.
You like to
Now
switch
y'all
shit up.
switching up on me. I'm
No,
Yeah.
you
asking a
switching up.
question.
Yeah, you
I'm
switching
asking
it
a
up.
question.
You switching it up, bro.
No, listen, because y'all
Go
was
ahead,
all
go
in
ahead, go
at
ahead.
first. Now y'all want to come back to the masculine side. What I'm asking y'all is because listen, and let me preface this by saying this: everybody's relationship is different.
That is true.
There is no one size fits all.
That's true.
I'm
We get
speaking
that.
from my perspective on how I move.
Yep.
And so
Look.
what I'm asking you guys is how do you move? Do
Okay.
you
No, I
open
mean,
up your heart? What does that mean to you to open up your heart to a woman? I'm asking you.
I'm curious.
But
Let me-
what you're doing, Anton, is the same results. Is but your tactic is a smooth tactic.
Okay, first of all, don't be afraid of having discourse. Now they trying to run when it comes down to standing on the things that you believe in. It is what it is. You're on a platform meant to talk about topics and express yourself. Don't run if you feel like he about to back y'all into a corner.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you'll be at the bar and you be
Anton's
telling.
capping right now, big
yeah,
time.
he trying to, yeah, come on,
He's
man.
capping big time.
I'm capping.
But it's
Yeah,
a strategy.
because
Okay,
you
hold on,
opened up your
Pope.
heart.
Pope,
Hold on,
go
let me
ahead.
tell
Call
you
me
out.
out. Hold me accountable, Pope.
Let me explain. Let
Go
me
ahead.
explain why I say that. Because you opened up your heart when you got on one knee and asked your wife to marry you.
I've never got on one knee.
Oh God!
No,
Whatever
let's
you
be
did
very,
when
very
you
clear.
wiped your
I
wife
told
up,
this. Hold on,
you
Pope. Let
opened
me
up
correct
your
you.
heart.
Let me correct you. I have never gotten on one knee and asked anybody anything.
Okay.
And that's a fact. And I've told that story before.
Okay, that's cool. But when you asked your wife to marry you, however you did it,
I didn't
whether it
ask
was
anybody
language,
anything. I didn't ask anybody. I didn't ask her.
So how did you get married?
No, I want to let him. I'm gonna correct him in a little bit because Q know this.
Cool. But see,
I'm gonna let you go
because
ahead.
the way I look at the question, right, is like, what made me decide to make that wifey?
Wait, I thought I
what
was
did she
capping. You
do?
got to tell me I'm capping.
That's
first.
what to open up the heart. Like
Wait, you
why
got
is she
tell
the
me
wife?
how I'm capping.
You know what
tell
I
me how I'm
mean?
capping.
That's a good point.
Because you got a wife, sir.
What does
You
that mean?
You married a woman. So you
Okay.
opened up, and whether you call it your heart
Absolutely.
or you call it your house,
Got a point.
you opened up your life to another woman.
You got that right.
So that means that I opened up my heart.
No, you didn't. So, listen, you wouldn't have had that wife. You wouldn't have married your wife if you didn't open up in some kind of fashion. I don't know. See, again, the way you say heart and
See, yeah, he got to give him the context of
Let me jump in here real quick. Whether he's talking about heart, mind, whatever, Anton definitely opened up a certain layer to let his wife in because he could have chose somebody else. You got to think about it. It's a big decision when you make somebody your wife. Regardless of how you did it, whether you told her or whatever, she just was there. Doesn't matter. Everything you do in life to where it requires some form of pressure or a tough decision to make, you're opening up to pull something into you. You're taking a risk. Marriage is still a risk at the end of the day. Letting certain people in your life is a risk. Eating certain foods is a risk. So I think he definitely, opened up, whatever you want to call it. He definitely opened up something to let his wife Rita into his life.
question, bro. That's the thing.
The question at the bottom is what would it take for men to open up their hearts? So I am going based off of the question that the woman asked, not y'all remixing of it to change it to be something different than what she said.
Open your heart. Open your whole.
Open your heart, not give your heart completely.
I don't even think
you talking about give your all, your whole.
I don't think y'all know what y'all talking about.
I think
you know what you talking about.
I don't think y'all know what y'all talking about.
You should give your heart completely to your wife. God damn it.
I just thought it meant.
I mean, my wife, she listening right now. She already know. I've been told her I completely trust. Nah, it's cool. You can say what you want. You can say no, but this real talk. This real talk. She'll tell you herself. I always told her I completely trust nobody. She'll tell you that herself.
You don't completely trust her?
I don't. No, I don't completely trust nobody.
Wait. You switching up on me?
No, I did not. I just said that a minute ago. And all y'all heard me. I just said it.
That. He did.
I said that. So we ain't about to.
That was a minute when we first asked the question.
That was a chess move.
You was all in love.
No, I was going off the question, sir. And you switched up the question, talking about completely your all, your everything, your heart, mind, soul,
I added
body.
the context for me. I said that everybody's relationship is different. There is no one size fits all.
And I added my context. And I added mine. That's what I'm saying.
Anton checkmated him because why would you open your heart up to something that you don't completely trust at the same time? That's where you don't fully open your heart up or mind, whatever you want to call it. That's why you don't open it up fully because you don't even fully trust this person. So why you gonna dive in and crash out and that person might backstab you or they might, wrong you in the future possibly. That's what he's trying to explain.
You changed it.
Nah, I did, man. Come on, bro.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Nah.
All of y'all was like,
no, I'm not gonna say it. From this nigga crazy.
hey,
no, but I love my wife. I'm not gonna sit there and say I don't.
They've been married for years.
Yeah, I've been married for 10 years. That's my dog.
And let me be clear. First of all, before we even continue this conversation, I want to say salute to y'all because I love it when people have strong families. I like the fact that y'all, you know what I'm saying, are all married. I think that that's absolutely awesome. So I'm not dissing at all. I'm just asking the context behind why y'all think the way that y'all think and what this means to you when they say opening up your heart to your girl.
But on the past,
you got a 1%
question. So you said, why did I get married?
Yeah, why you?
I think he asked you how. You said you didn't propose or something.
I didn't. I just said, listen, this is what we about to do. We about to go ahead and get married and make it official.
Mm-hmm. But why did you do that?
Yeah, this is how.
All right. So one of the things that it's multiple different reasons. It's not just one reason.
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons was that she was one of the most valuable people that I had met, and she was 100% obedient. right? Even from high school when I told her, and I've told this story 1,000 times, and she asked me to
It's funny. It seemed like when he said obedient, just like turned her head and was like, let's continue with the story.
take her virginity. I told her no once I found out that she was a virgin. Because I told her she wasn't like all of the other chicks, and she didn't have a father in her life. But when I told her, I said, "Yo, hold it down, and don't give yourself to anybody else, and just chill out." And she stuck with that for years, and you know what I'm saying. I thought that was dope, and then she automatically added value into my life when she first came into my life. You know what I'm saying? So she was 100% obedient. She never bucked back. I remember when she would get her income tax check, and she would just bring it to me. And this is before we was married. She would just bring it to me and say, "Hey, guide me, tell me what it is that I need to do, or you do whatever it is that you need to do with it." So
Nice.
it wasn't just that though. My mom loved her, and my family loved her, and she just got on board with everything that we was doing, and we just developed a strong bond when it came to everything business related and everything. And she just integrated herself and added value, and she was just loyal the whole time. And so she was willing to give up everything. And then on top of that, it's some other things that was really, really dope that I'm not going to share on the internet. But I think that when people become so valuable that it costs you too much to lose them. A lot of times, those are the people that you got to stick with.
I respect that 100%.
So
I agree.
I agree.
I don't think that has anything to do with me giving every single thing of my heart, or to let you know every single thing that I'm thinking. That's again on a need to know basis, because you're not ready for all of that.
Right.
Parse that out as needed.
I'm mad at that.
Yep.
See, that's what I'm saying. That you opened up, however you want to call it, whether it's your heart, your rib, your mind.
No, you adding that part in.
Because listen,
You adding that part in there.
You opened up when you asked that woman to marry you, bro. That's because you love that woman and everything. Because of everything you just said, right? I
didn't ask her anything. I never got on one knee.
Are you okay? No, not. Well, you told her. Cool. Because I did the same of mine. I said this is what it is, and that's what I said in the beginning.
That's romantic,
right? Submissiveness was my answer, right? And obedience is what you said. Kind of similar things. So yeah, it was because of everything you just laid down, and you said, okay, yeah, I can see me growing with this woman, trusting this woman, having a kid with this woman. All of that is in your mind, being open to sharing your life with that woman. So if you want to, how you phrasing it is hard. Okay, cool. You in your mind ran through, she did this, she did that, she down with this, she down with that. I tell her this, she do that. Smooth. Yeah. You can rock with me for the rest of it. Let's roll.
The Pope is making a good point. You definitely open up to a certain degree. I mean, just to be able to choose and pick someone means you opened up some form of threshold that would be reserved for the right person, and you allowed that person to be in there. So you open up. It's like semantics at this point on the whole opening thing. What are we opening up? It's semantics. But at the same time, you definitely open up. But does that mean you have to open and unlock everything that some people don't need to know or don't need to feel? Because by doing that, you could damn near turn off the other person. It's definitely a delicate game when it comes down to learning people, understanding people, who needs to know what, who needs to know this. And sometimes your significant other, she's not meant to know all the dirty and grimy things that you have to do to keep things going, or the things that you do just to get out of your own system. So let's continue.
And she rolled. So
I don't understand what that has to do with the heart part.
You opened up the heart, man. Stop it, man. You ain't Stone Cold. Come on, man.
He got this wall up. Like,
I know you don't. Hey, listen. I like to get down. AD.
I'm always gonna have an edge to me. Anybody will tell you that I don't move for a woman. I don't care who you are.
I don't think you do.
More importantly, I'm not going to share my inner thoughts with you. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you're my mom. I don't care who you are. I'm not sharing my inner thoughts.
Damn.
You share your inner thoughts with the internet, nigga. What are you talking
I-
No,
about?
I don't. No, I
No,
don't.
I don't think so.
I
I
actually
just want
don't.
to say there's nothing wrong.
I actually don't.
It's okay, but it's okay because you lace people booze. You give it's all it's motivational, it's
Listen.
inspirational. It's all kind of things when you give people, the way you think and see things. That's all good. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but isn't it supposed to be romantic? I was trying to be romantic as a motherfucker when I
I
was
Nah,
think
I
that.
ain't
I think
I
that
ain't romantic, bro. I ain't
He
even gonna
said, nah,
front
nah.
at
I
all.
think that
yeah,
romance.
trying to get that shit wet, nigga.
I ain't romantic at all, bro.
The way y'all
Somebody,
talking, that shit might dried up.
Nah,
Like,
I ain't
damn,
romantic.
this is the most
Somebody actually
romantic day
said
in
this
your
on the
life.
internet one time, and I agreed with them. And they said that romance is the language of broke people.
Oh
Oh,
snap!
come on.
Man, I
Who
don't know
said
about
that?
that,
I'm
but
gonna leave
I
this.
ain't
I'm gonna
romantic.
leave this where it's at when it comes to the romantic part, because I do believe that when you're an overly romantic person, you're only doing it just to get into the woman's females and emotions. Do she even like you really for just who you are and the way how you move as a person, opposed to the things that you do to make her feel good? And I think that's why a lot of relationships end, because guys end up being too romantic in the beginning that they can't sustain it. She only liked you because of that. She didn't even like your characteristics. But I'm not here right now to even be talking about romance or whatnot. We talking about people opening up, the thresholds of relationships. How much should you open up? It, like he said earlier, one size don't fit all. So everybody's relationship gonna be different. Do I feel like guys should withhold certain information? For sure. That's why women are usually more open, because they're more emotional beings. They want to bond with you on that level, so they're gonna tell you a whole lot more than what you probably gonna tell them. That's just a fact. But there's certain things that I'm gonna go to the grave with. My wife don't need to know everything. As long as I'm making sure I'm moving and trying to make sure things are shaking and moving on a certain level to where we all can benefit and thrive, that's what's gonna matter more. Opposed to all the little intricate details that I'm gonna tell her that might end up stressing her out probably. Some of y'all don't need to handle that information. A lot of people don't even like handling their own information in their own lives, let alone me putting emotional burdens and thoughts in this on you. So I understand exactly where Anton is coming from. It's a big separation of the two. Two things can be true at the same time, and you could damn near do two things at the same time while simultaneously doing them very different. Me opening up to you, I might show you that I look like I'm opening up, but you don't even know half of it. It's in layers. This shit is coated up like a Rubik's Cube or the little thing off Hellraiser. You feel me? Like it's deep, it's dark. Hey, but the Pope looked like, y'all ever seen Players Club? You know the brother who was like, thanks for the party, sis. He looked just like Buddy, the dude that played a villain in almost every goddamn hood movie back in like the 90s, early 2000s. He looked just like Buddy, bro, with like a beard, because Cuz could never grow a beard. He looked just like dude. And dude had a bald head, I think, too. But yeah, let me get y'all thoughts on this, man. I'm gonna link this. Y'all can check it out in its entirety on this topic and subject. Y'all gotta just live the life y'all want to live, man. But as a guy, you definitely need to be more stoic for sure on the things that you let out, and you don't want to be presented as too weak in front of your woman. You let out too much, and you definitely gonna be broken down, and you definitely gonna be looking like a weak guy. You have to look like you have things in control, even if things is rocky. You need to make sure that you can still maintain that ship as the captain and her as the first mate, the start, whatever it be called. But the co-pilot. Let me get y'all thoughts on this, y'all. Y'all like the video, comment below. This is JayBReacts. Until next time, y'all. Peace.